So this is going to be another reading in the series, if you are at a turning point. For those of you who are feeling the pain or the frustration or the bewilderment or the lack of trust in yourself in making a decision, and maybe a life-changing or a major life decision at this point. Some of you may be at the threshold of starting something new or facing a turning point. So if any of this speaks to you, then this is the reading today. And let's see what the cards would like to reflect to you. And it's interesting because, well, there we go. I was just about to say they were being quiet and 3 have come out all at once. Just like a bus, you wait for one for hours and hours, and then all 3 turn up in one go. And an interesting set of cards. Look at this. We have the Emperor, the Ace of Swords, and the Judgment card. So a very powerful reading, I suspect, today with the Emperor coming in. Aries is the Emperor. The Aries is the sign, the zodiac sign that we associate with the Emperor. And this is at the very beginning of the zodiac. So the Emperor is the I am energy, and it's where can you really take control of your life and feel the force within you. And it's not necessarily channeled this very new Aryan energy. It can be very sort of just powerful, but it does need to be controlled like a fire. It is a fire sign, Aries, and we see the fire here in the ruddy cheeks of our Emperor and in the hot-bloodedness of this warlike ruler. And yet this man is not at war. He is seated. He has complete command. And he has recognized that the battles take place within himself. And he has resolved to the best that he can this inner conflict. So this is mirroring to you today if you're at a stage where you're finding conflict or you're finding decisions are unresolved. What is it that it's reflecting back to you today? Can you listen to the messages that are coming through? Can you look at what's playing out and see beneath the surface and find out if there is something that's asking you to take control right now and resolve something within yourself? Not necessarily on the outside world. That's just a mirror reflecting back that internal struggle. So that's what our Emperor is suggesting today. And we have the Ace of Swords suggesting a new mindset, a new level of communication, one that pierces through any confusion, any noise, is completely clear. And look, we have this a sense of a crown on top here. A crown sort of sensing that you are rising in your consciousness and offering you an opportunity to do so. And again, with this Emperor energy, this Aries energy being right at the beginning, we see the very beginning here with the Ace of Swords. From 1 to 10, we're at a 1. So the beginnings of doing it differently. And that's what this is asking you to do. So if we're looking at you being at the threshold of a major decision or a turning point or a crossroads, what the cards are saying is this is not necessarily about the choices that you have to make right now. This is about learning how to trust yourself to make the right choice. This is about finding and resolving conflict within so you're not having to deal with it in your outside world. It's a very big turnaround. And yes, the Judgment also saying rise up from this 3-dimensional state, this world around you, being caught up in the narrative and what's playing out. Rise up, be pure, find a purer note, a higher note for yourself. Where can you show up as a higher octave, higher version of you? And this angel here has these beautiful wings of expansion and uplift, asking you to view your life from a higher perspective. What really matters underneath all of this idea of being at a crossroads, having to make a decision, what really matters? And it's calling you to be very clear about this and to rise up and hear your inner calling to something that feels uplifted, expanded. If you're enjoying the cards, I do ask that you like and subscribe to the channel. It really does make a difference. Thank you to those of you who've already done so. I appreciate you. And now, if you're willing and able, I invite you to close your eyes. We're going to do a short meditation. And so our Emperor is asking you to reclaim your power, reclaim control over your emotional state, over your mental state. Any anguish you have is calling on you to resolve that. And that doesn't necessarily happen overnight. And the Aries energy is here to remind you you're at the beginning of this journey. It's okay. But this is calling on you, whatever is presenting the difficulty, the obstacle to you right now, that decision or being pulled in whichever direction you are, where can that be actually something that's pointing you inwards to make changes within so that you can learn to trust your own wisdom, your own insight, your own intuition? And where can you learn to get control over your emotional state or your mental state so it doesn't spiral? Our Emperor here is in complete control. And this takes effort, and it takes willpower, and it takes determination, and it takes having to get up time and time again and keep going. We are human. This is not about beating yourself up for not managing to do it all the time, every day. This is just about trying to catch yourself wherever you can and to make peace with yourself. And so, with our Ace of Swords energy, can you get clear about something? Can you have, if you like, a word or a feeling that you want to bring to the table, that you want to bring to your life? For some of you, this may be gentleness or peace, love, gratitude. For some of you, it may be to be more silent at times and listen more. For others of you, you may need to speak up and be heard. All of you will have a different call to action, if you like, with our Ace of Swords, but it is asking for clear communication. Where can you connect into that inner wisdom within you to gain that clarity? Sense it now. Is there a message for you at this time as we sit here quietly? And the Judgment card is a wake-up call, asking you to arise. It's like a resurrection. It's the part of you that may have been long since forgotten. Maybe it's a more playful part. Maybe it's a more caring, sharing part, a more loving part, a more vocal part. Whatever that is, where can you expand your sense of self now? Hear that calling and rise to it. If there was a part of you that you would love to see in an expanded state, what would that be? As we think about the decision that you have to make, the crossroads that you are facing, the obstacles that you're trying to overcome, the needing to trust yourself more in this process, where can you rise above all of it and feel into what really matters, what's really going on here beneath the surface? The cards are asking you to sit quietly and patiently with this and let it unfold. And in your own time, you can come back to the room and open your eyes. We have cards here asking you to take back your power. Find more clarity. Be careful of the words that you use. Choose them wisely. Think about communicating from a higher aspect of self. And feel something in you stirring that wants to rise up and do it differently and show up differently. Put a smile on your face and have a wonderful day.